Okay, I guess we can begin. So, good evening, yogis. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for allowing me to um, hold space again for your practice this evening. My name is Igby. I'll be your guide for tonight's practice. So, I'm just here to guide you through your flow. Remember that this is still your practice, so you can do whatever you want. In terms of the poses, in terms of the shapes, in terms of the things you want to do on your mat. So know that this is your practice, so try to move as mindfully as you can. So if you are doing this for the very first time, or doing this for the first time with me, you know that you have the option to modify if you need to. If you feel that the poses are becoming stronger and too much for you, it becomes overwhelming, you have the option to step back, to pull back, maybe rest in between, and then whenever you feel that you're ready to come back to the program, I will welcome you with open arms to come back to the program. So we'll be doing some basic shapes tonight, just foundational postures for tonight's practice. Some may be hard, some may be easy for you, I don't know. So it depends. So try to move again as mindfully as you can. And so we'll try to lengthen our bodies tonight. We'll try to also focus on some strengthening postures along the way. Okay? So I'll be doing the mirror image this evening. So mirror image is when I use my left, but I treat it as my right. So your right is my left. And vice versa, so don't get confused. But if you do get confused along the way, so you just have to even it out. Okay, if you started with the right, even if I'm doing the left side, just try to do the other side later on. Okay, so let's begin. So I'll be working on the left side at this point. So facing the left side of my mat, try to set your knees on top of your mats and bring your hips close to your heels. So we're doing your child's pose. Try to open your knees as wide as possible if you can. And then just slowly inch your way forward. Maybe take it easy first. Bring your elbows down, maybe palms facing up. If pointing the toes to the back is too much, you can always pull the toes under. Allow the forehead to reach down as well. Maybe shimmy the shoulders, the hips. And just slowly arrive here. Try to adjust what needs to be adjusted. The placement of your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, your hips, your toes. So do whatever you can so that your pose becomes yours. You get to own it. So we're trying to create a safe space for your practice this evening. So make sure it's safe. Nobody will judge you anyway. So you have to feel it in your gut. If something is off, if something doesn't feel right, try to listen and do some modifications along the way. Okay? Maybe at this point you can stretch your arms fully, palms down, maybe elbows lift here. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, maybe open the mouth, release. Do it again, breathing in. And then breathing out. One more in. And then exhale. Relax. So remember, this pose is your child's pose or your balasana. Anytime you need to drop down and rest, take a breather. Remember that this pose is your friend. Always come down to this posture or pose if you need to. In your next in-breath, just lift the chest. Maybe walk the hands a little bit closer to you. Sit your palms against your heels again. Now try to fully stretch your arms here. Now as you breathe in, Belly pushes forward, chest flares up here, maybe gaze up to the ceiling. Now as you exhale, reverse, tuck your chin to your chest, suck the navel in around the spine. So pushing the floor away from you. Let's do it again. Breathing in, extending the spine here. Breathing out, flexing the spine in reverse. So on your own, just breathe in and out. You don't have to rush to the flow. Just pace yourselves tonight. With your last inhale and then exhale. You go back to neutral. From here, just move your chest, your upper body, all the way to the front and back, doing circular motions there. Just try to lubricate each and every part of your body, your hips, your joints. Trying to lengthen and find some opening in all the creases of your bodies tonight. Good. Come back to neutral. Lift now the hips. Let's come up to your tabletop. So adjust the hands, bring them under your shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. At this point, tuck the toes under crease for an added support. Knees under your hips. So as you breathe in, belly drops, arch the back once again. Push the chest forward, maybe gaze up to the ceiling or your nose. Reverse, bring your chin to your chest once again. Keep pushing the floor or the mat away, round the spine. Inhale. So all throughout, your arms are straight, your legs are not moving. It's your spine that is moving here. Inhale. Maybe go deeper into your extension, longer with your flexion. Last two. X. Last one. Exhale. Now come back to neutral. Release your toes once again. Sit on your bums. Walk the hands close to your knees. Sit tall there. Just bring your palms together. Interlace the fingers, please. Just allow your wrists to open up a bit. Circular motions. Starting off on one side first. Left to right. And then just reverse. So you want to balance it up. And try to bring your elbows together if you can. And as you breathe in, open your elbows out to the sides. So notice what happens to your upper back. Now as you exhale, bring your elbows to touch once again. You round the spine one more time here. Inhale. You're squeezing the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, you're rounding the spine. So do this for a few more times on your own. Make sure that you're breathing in and breathing out. So remember, your breath is the foundation of your practice this evening. Not so much the shapes, okay? Remember, these are just shapes that we try to form with our bodies. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. One more. Opening and then closing. Now release. Now try to sit taller at this point. Option, if this is too much for your feet, you can always come up a bit higher. Okay? Now as you breathe in, circle your arms out to the sides. Put your arms over your head, palms touch. As you exhale, release your hands by your sides once again. Okay? Let's do it again. Inhale. Now as you breathe in, open your arms. Externally rotate your shoulders there. Let the palms touch. As you exhale, release. And then rotate once again. Hands by your sides. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now changes. Breathing in. Now as you breathe out, twist, facing the screen. Left hand onto your right knee, right hand lands behind, okay? If your toes are pointing to the back, maybe you're able to touch the mat behind you. So inhale, lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, twist from the waist up, maybe gaze over your right shoulder there, okay? Otherwise, just bring your gaze wherever it feels comfortable. Come back to the center, inhale. Other side, twist, left side, so you're facing the back wall. Your back is away from the screen. Inhale again. Exhale. Deepen the twist. And slowly release everything up. Arms. And as you exhale, release your hands to the front. Tuck the toes under face once again, okay? Then one more time, shimmy the hips, the shoulders, side to side. Maybe move forward and back at this point. Trying to gauge where you feel or how you feel at this point. So you can go faster if you want to. If you want to break a sweat so easily. Otherwise, remember, take it easy. Release. At this point, maybe walk the hands a bit more forward so your hands are way ahead of your shoulders here. Your knees stay under your hips still. Okay? Tuck the toes under here for an added support. As you breathe in, find that space there. As you breathe out, try to go lower. Allow your head, or rather your chest, to reach down. Go only as far as you can. Okay? So take it easy. Inhale again. Find that space. As you exhale, go lower if you can. One more in. As you exhale, maybe the forehead can touch the mat, maybe not. That is okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. So lift the chest, release your chest down, adjust the hands. Okay, stay inside the mat at this point. Sphinx. Adjust the hands, adjust the arms. Bring your elbows under your shoulders there. Forearms pressed down, forearms parallel to each other. As you breathe in, open the chest here once again. So keep pressing the toes down. Activate the legs. Activate the glutes as well, okay? As you breathe out, relax. Again, in. Next. One more in. And then exhale. Changes. As you breathe in, come up into your seal. Here we try to lift the elbows off the mat. It becomes a deeper stretch into your back. So take it easy if you need to. So notice if there's too much tension happening in your lower back specifically. So maybe ease it up a bit. Exhale. Breathing in. So try to press your toes down so you're getting the lift, not from your lower back actually. Engage the glutes as well to lessen the impact in your lower back. Exhale. One more in. And then exhale. Good. Just bring one hand on top of the other. Forehead touches down. And just shake the hips there. Releasing any tension in the back. Hopefully there is none. Good. Changes. Bring your right hand close to your rib cage. Extend your left arm all the way to the left side. Palm down, or maybe open the left palm to face the ceiling. So if you're not able to see me, what I'm doing onto my left arm is that I'm trying to externally, or rather internally rotate my arm or my shoulder so that my palm is facing the ceiling. Okay? Now from here, your right knee bends. So that is the leg closer to the screen. So bend it and then place it behind the left leg. And in so doing, you're twisting. You're pointing your right knee up to the ceiling. So you're trying to stretch the shoulder there, the left shoulder that is, and finding a deeper twist as you push the floor away. And then slowly come back to the center. Release your right leg down one more time. Second round. Bend. Open. Land it behind. Release. Reset. One more. Bend. Open the hips. Land the right foot behind. Point the right knee to the ceiling. Stay here. If you want to go for a deeper shoulder stretch, reach your right arm all the way to the left. Let your fingers grasp each other. And then just stretch your shoulders away from your back. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling. Maybe just gaze down. Hold it for 5, 4, 3. Remember to breathe. 2. And then 1. Slowly release the bind if you're in a bind. So reset. Bring your left hand close to your ribcage once again. Or maybe one hand on top of the other. And shake, shake, shake. Okay, other side. Stretch now your right arm to the side. Open so that you're internally rotating your right shoulder there. Okay, left hand close to your ribcage. Elbows clip in. Now your back knee, the leg farthest away from the screen. Bend the left knee. Open the hip. Land your left foot right behind your right. And twist away. And release. Reset. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Twist there. Release. Last one. Bend. Open. Land. Baby. Grasp the other. Stretch away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly come back to the center. Reset the shoulders, reset the hips, reset the legs, reset the breath. Now from here, lying your back squeeze, so flip over onto your backs. So the back is flat, pressed against the mat. So make sure that you're not arching here. The lower back should be able to press against the mat under you. Okay? Bring your knees directly above the hips. So you're stacking the knees above the hips. Legs together, feet together. Okay? Arms by your side. Inhale there. As you exhale, curl up, lift your shoulders off the mat. Arms reach forward, please. Okay? So we'll just stay here first for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Shoulders down, arms down, feet down. Okay? Rest your knees against each other. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Breathing in, and out. Round 2. Okay? Open your knees again. Or maybe stack the knees above the hips right away. Press your feet together. Press your legs together. Okay? Inhale first. Now as you exhale, curl up once again. So you're squeezing the abs tight. The lower back is pressed against the mat. Okay? So there should be no space in between your back and the mat. Arms reach forward. Okay? Changes. Back leg, that is your right, reaches forward. And then switch. Left. Switch again. 3. Switch. 4. Breathe. Switch. 5. Switch. 6. Point the toes. Switch. 7. Switch. 8. Breathe. Switch. 9. Control the movements. Switch. 10. Again. 1. 2. I know. 3. 4. Almost there. 5. 6. 7. 8. Last 2. 9. 10. Good job. Hold on to your knees. Bring your knees to your chest. Maybe massage the back just a little bit. Release any tension there. Good. Release. Lie in your belly once again. Hands by your rib cage. Release the toes. Push your palms to your heels. Come back to your child's pose, please. Breathing in. Maybe open the mouth at this point. Breathing out. Ha. And again. In. Exhale. Ha. One last. In. Exhale. Ha. Good. Now from here, come up to your all fours once again. Make sure to tuck the toes under. Begin to stand on your knees here. Alright? So remember to cushion your knees if you need to. If the flooring in your location is too much for your knees, you can always cushion the knees. Otherwise, stay there. The front leg, the one closer to the screen or closest to the screen, step it forward, please. So this is my right. Since I'm doing the mirror image. Okay? So try to square the hips so your right knee stacks over your ankle. Press the right foot down firmly. Stabilize yourselves. This is your low lunge. Arms reach forward and up. Arms stretch all the way up to the ceiling. Try to reach up. So try to find the length in the sides of the body. But try not to arch the back unnecessarily too much. Okay? Try to maintain the length without overextending. So sometimes our arms are just here. That's okay. Like in my case, because of my shoulders. But if you can bring your arms in line with your ears, go ahead. Release your hands down, close, or framing the right foot in between instead. Inhale. As you exhale, stretch your right leg, please. If you need to adjust the foot so that you can fully stretch the right leg, go for it. Okay? And again, bend. Arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hands down. So we pick up the pace just a little bit. Inhale, exhale, stretch. One more. Hands down. Breathing in. And then breathing out. At this point, try to flex the foot. So adjust the hands if you need to. If the hands here are too much for you, you can always walk the hands back. At this point, try to flex the foot. Bring your toes closer to your shin bones. Maybe play with it. Point, flex, point, flex. So notice what happens where you feel the stretch whenever you flex, whenever you point. So stay here with the foot flexed. So try to lengthen the spine. Now changes, bring your left hand outside the right leg. So you're twisting as you face the screen. So walk as far as you can only, okay? Without releasing the stretched right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly come back to the center. Relunge that right knee. Left hand presses down. Right hand onto your hip. Twist facing the screen once again. So chest comes closer to your right knee there. Right hand can stay. Maybe wrap your right arm around the waist. Or maybe stretch your right arm up to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand lowers down. Inhale here. As you exhale, go ahead, stretch your right leg one more time. At this point, flex the foot. Or maybe just try walk the hands behind. Fingers point to the back wall, please. Fold over your right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands to the front. Slide your right foot behind. Release your toes. Child's pose. Inhale. Roll forward, please. As you exhale, hover the hips above the mat. Push your chest forward. Gaze up to the ceiling, maybe. Or your nose. Keep pushing the floor, please. With your hands. Squeezing the blades behind. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Push back. Now let's try adding on some strength. Roll forward. Bend your elbows close to your rib cage. Come down to your push-up. Press up. Push back. One more. In. Exhale, go down with control. Press up. Child's pose. Maybe open the palms, let the palms breathe. Maybe open and close the fingers there. Or the wrists instead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Tuck the toes under, lift your knees off the mat, your downward facing dog. Your first actually for tonight's practice. So go ahead, walk your dogs there. So your feet should be hips width apart. Try to flatten your feet if you can, otherwise you can always micro bend the knees instead. So using the strength of your arms, push your chest closer to your thighs. Come up to your down dog, your inverted letter V. In your next in-breath, shift your weight forward to your high plank. The top of your push-up pose. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to sag the hips as you move forward. Inhale. So there's a bit of flexion in the back as you keep pushing the floor away. Engage the core. Exhale. Last one here. Exhale. Knees down. Child's pose. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Lie your belly once again. Flip over. So remember we'll do the other side later on. Knees under your hips, or rather over your hips. Remember, back is flat. Engage the core. Arms by your sides. Okay? Inhale here. As you exhale, curl up. Arms reach forward. Okay? Now changes here. Stretch the legs all the way to the front. Bend the knees above the hips. Stretch again. Bend. Stretch. Stretch, bend. I know. Inhale, exhale. You see I'm also shaking here, so I'm with you. Exhale. In. X. In. Almost there. X. I think last one. In. X. And then release. If you stuck with me, good job. If you need the rest in between, that's okay. Alright. Bring one leg on top of the other. Hold on to your feet. Then just move forward and back. You can use momentum here. That's okay. So if you're able to use momentum, you're able to land here with your hips down. Release now your toes, your hands. Come onto your knees, uncross the legs. So you're now facing the right side of your mat. Cat and cow, just like what we did earlier. Inhale, exhale. In, X. Last one again. X. And down to neutral. Come back to your neutral, please. Stand on your knees one more time. So we're facing on the right side. The leg closer to the stage, or rather to the screen. I'm so used to using the stage. Step your left foot now forward. So adjust. So if you need to go wider here, go wider so that your hips remain facing. Okay, the one in front of you. Okay, if it's the wall or the door. All right. Keep pressing the foot down so you stand or you're doing it firmly. You're grounded firmly, as well as the back foot. All right. Arms reach forward and up. Low lunge. Remember to relax the shoulders, please. Remove the overarching in the back. Suck the navel in. Support the lower back. Release, hands down. Inhale. As you exhale, stretch left leg. So remember to adjust what needs to be adjusted. Come back to your lunge. Lift. Hands down. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. In. Hands down. Exhale. Now play with your foot. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. So remember to feel it here. One side will always feel better. Now stay with a flexed foot. Hands can remain where they are, or maybe take it easier, or maybe try. Bring them to the back. Adjust. Fingers point to the back as well. And then just fold over your left leg, please. Okay? This side feels harder for me tonight and every other night whenever I practice. That's common, okay? That's why we have to work on the weaker side a little bit more. Slowly release. Relunge that left knee once again. Okay, press your right hand down. Left hand onto your hip. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist facing the screen. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Maybe wrap your arm behind. If you're here, stay. Otherwise, you can also reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Breathe. Keep hugging the left knee in. Release. Inhale. One more stretch with the left leg. We'll do a twist. Okay. Walk your right hand over to the left side and go for it. Walk your hands to the left until you can walk no more. Slowly release, everything back to the center. Pick up the other knee, please. Face them back. Downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Come forward to plank. Exhale. Come back to your downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale. Strong plank, everybody. Exhale. Strong dogs. One more. Exhale. Lower your knees down. Child's pose. Relax. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Come back onto your knees, please. Lean forward. Over the hips. Over your mats. Keep pushing the chest forward. Find the lengthening in the spine. Try not to hunch your shoulders close to your ears. You can do away with that by pushing the floor away. Push back, hips. And again. Roll forward. And slowly hover. Try to fluidly move here as you use your breath in and out. Go for strengthening maybe. Lean forward, push the floor, bend your elbows close to your rib cage. Come back up, push your hips back to your heels. One more in. X. In. And then X. Release your toes once again. Come back to your child's pose. One more breath here. Chest lifts. Walk the hands close to your knees. Okay. Release your hips down. And where you can, as long as you're facing the screen. Try to open the hips here. Let's go for your Baddha Konasana. So press the soles of the feet together as much as you can. But try to open them like the pages of a book. So you can use your hands, your fingers there to open the pages of your feet. How wide you can go in terms of your knees open to the sides depends on how flexible you feel this evening. So wherever you are, make sure to flesh the palms out so that you're not rounding the spine there, okay? If you're feeling or if you think that you're rounding the spine, maybe elevate your hips above the knees. You can use a book, a pillow, for your tush to rest on so that your knees are lower than your hips, okay? Bring your elbows inside, inhale. Now as you exhale, just move your chest forward. You don't have to go for depth right away. Inhale. Exhale. In. X. In. And then X. Last one. In. As you exhale, just fold however you can. If this It's too much, you bring your elbows, well, your elbows are inside. Option to just bring your elbows outside and then fold. So remember, we're not rounding the spine here. Try to move your chest forward. So even if that would mean you're not too deep into your fold. Go for your inhales if you want to go deeper. Go for your exhales as you try to slowly relax into the posture. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, release. Okay, bring your knees together once again. Let's separate the feet. Let's just release the tension in the groin. Hands by your sides. Inhale. As you exhale, bring both knees down to the right side. Gaze over to the left. In. X. In. And X. One more in. And then exhale. Go back to the center, please. Stretch your left leg out to the side. Bend the right knee. Bring the sole of the right foot against your left inner thigh. Okay? So play with this one. Remember how wide you can go. Depends on how open your hips at this point. So if this is too much, especially with the knee joint, go for the easier stance. Bring your foot slightly away from your thighs. So this is your easier option. Make it easier for your knee. Okay? Otherwise, if you can, stay there. Now make sure that the left leg remains active. The foot is flexed, the toes pointing up to the ceiling. Okay? It's so easy to let the left leg collapse. And just bring your hands in front. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just fold. Inhale again. Stretch the arms. Exhale. Maybe elbows down. One more in. And as you exhale, go ahead, fold. Changes. Inhale. Chest lifts. Begin to walk both hands all the way to the left, framing the left leg in between, and then continue to fold. If you can grab the foot, grab the foot. Okay? Otherwise, just grab any part of your left leg instead. So that you don't force your shoulders to hike up. Okay? Just so that you can hold on to your foot. So remember to modify. Inhale. Chest lifts. Release the bind. If you're in a hold or in a bind, bring your right hand slightly away from your hips there. Point your left toes, please, of your foot. Stand on your right knee. Cross your hips forward. Sweep your left arm all the way to the right side. Begin to lower the hips down. Left arm sweeps to the back. One more lift. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Okay? Bend down the left knee. Stretch the right leg out to the side. So we're switching sides. Hands to the front. Inhale. As you exhale, you surrender down there. In. And the next. In. And the next. So here we're slowly winding down, trying to lessen the intensity or the effort that you're putting in. It doesn't mean that you are totally collapsing or totally abandoning the benefits of the stretch, whether they are passive or not. Inhale, walk all the way to the right. Place your hands wherever they feel good for you tonight. You don't have to bind, you don't have to hold, okay? As long as you're folding over your right leg, try to relax the shoulders, the elbows there. Total surrender. Inhale. Okay, land your left hand behind. Point your toes, please. Begin to press onto your left knee. Thrust the hips forward. Sweep your right arm over your left side, over your head. Release your hips back down. Right arm sweeps. One more round. Inhale. Slowly release everything back down. Okay? Left leg out to the side. Upavishta Konasana. Try to point the toes, flex the feet, point the toes. Just like what you did earlier. Flush the palms out. Maybe lubricate the joints there. I usually do this in my own practice. Now just slowly inching my way forward. Inhale. Exhale. In. And then next. In. And then next. Also do pulses there, but if you don't feel like doing them, that's okay. This is not an easy posture anyway. There are a lot of things happening. If you keep on resisting, it becomes harder. So this is where challenge of totally surrendering needs to happen. Last 5 here. Make this worth your while, guys. Inhale. Begin to walk your hands back. Slowly bring your hands under. Release. Take your time. Just cross the legs in front of you. Sukhasana. It's an easy seated posture. So let's just do some breath work before we do your Shavasana. Before we totally surrender our backs against the mat. Just try to sit back, try to sit tall here once again, so you're not slouching. Allow the breath to really permeate the front body, the sides, and the back. Just place your hands wherever they feel comfortable for you. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Let's count our breaths here. Let's inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. One last. Let's go for 5. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last round for 5. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just slowly relax the breath at this point. No more holding. Just organically breathe in and breathe out. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your pulse. Now from here, slowly and quietly lie down on your backs. I'm not going to do that anymore. I might doze off. Okay? So just lie down, any side will do. So as you're lying down there, try to reach your arms out to the sides, arms away from your upper body. Let the palms face the ceiling, please. Okay? So notice when you do that, you get to relax the shoulders as well. If your palms are down, you tend to internally rotate the shoulders. Okay? So you want to feel the freedom there by bringing the arms up, the palms up instead, the shoulders press back down. Okay? Similarly, your legs go wide. Let your feet just fall down to the sides. No worries there. No tension. No holding back. Just let them go. Notice the head. Maybe you're overarching the neck. Slightly tuck your chin to your chest so that you get to lengthen your cervical spine. Maybe you're arching the back as well. So try to slightly tuck your tailbone towards your heels so the back remains, a little bit flat. Try to relax the face. Try to relax your jaw. If your eyes are squinting, maybe you can place a towel. Okay, towel your eyes. So there is darkness there. Don't get distracted by anything anymore. You're just listening to my voice and your own breath as well. So in the next few minutes or so, I'll stay silent. I'll give you the chance to just relish the most important part of the practice, your Shavasana, where you get to reap the benefits of what you just did earlier. I'll come back to you once we're done with the practice tonight. Okay? Now slowly come back to the spaces around you. Gently move your toes, your fingers, your arms, your legs. Just bring life back to your bodies. Whenever you're ready, just bring the legs together. Try to point your toes. Then reach your arms over your head. Give yourselves a full body stretch. Feel the length happening. Okay? From your toes all the way to your fingers and back. And as you exhale, gather your knees back to your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Hug yourselves tight. Pat yourselves on the back for a job well done. And then slowly lie onto the right side. Come down to your fetal pose. Okay. Rest your head against your arm. And stay there just for a breath or two. And slowly, using the other hand, push the floor away so that you can bring yourselves up to a seated posture facing the screen one more time. Remember to stay tall even if you're seated here. Eyes remain closed. your hands, your heart space. Thank you for allowing me to hold space for your practice this evening. Thank you for gracing me with your presence, your strength, and your length as well. As we leave the practice room tonight, allow me to leave you with this mantra. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Wherever you go, whatever you do, bring with you peace, peace, and peace. Namaste, everybody. Thank you, guys. Okay. So that was an easy flow. Hopefully, a beginning or a re-beginning of your practice as we go through the flow still in the future. I hope to see you guys again. Okay, same time, same place. Hope we can continue the practice together. All right, bye bye.